You gain control of JK Rowling's Twitter account for a day. What unnecessary piece of information do you add to Harry Potter lore? Response 1.
Witches and wizards have microscopic beings called magichlorians that live within their bodies which grant them access to magic.
You monster.
Magichlorians eat dark matter and shit out raw magic into the wizards' bodies.
Science. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Lord Tom the Riddle? I thought not. It's not a story the mom would tell you. It's a Death Eater's legend. Lord Tom was a dark wizard of the coast, so powerful and so wise he could use the wand to influence the magichlorians to create life. He had such a knowledge of the wizard side that he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. The wizard side of the magic is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. He became so powerful, the only thing he was afraid of was losing his power, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew, then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. Ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself.
Response 2.
Voldemort was voluntarily circumcised at the age of 18.
Sectum sempra.
I won't lie, I laughed out loud, but I still feel like this was a missed opportunity for CIRCUMSEMPRA.
Luna's mother died inventing new spells. Some spells are worse than death.
I always wondered how new spells were made in the HP world.
Well, you get a hint of that in the Half-Blood Prince. They combine words and feeling to get the effect they want. Sometimes crossing out failure combination. Sectum sempra is an original spell created by Snape.
Just noticed that at Hogwarts there is no art curriculum or any encouragement to explore or invent. The Weasley twins were the only students pushing the magical envelope. Even the school's punishments were so consistent that they could factor failure into any win-loss scenario.
Response 3.
Hagrid shaves all his body hair from the neck down. Thanks for the gold, you Darth Mule.
Alternately, Hagrid has no hair from the neck down, and he doesn't need to shave. He's just totally smooth. Like a porpoise.
Stupid sexy Hagrid.
He also wears a fat suit to hide the fact that it's only his ass that's enormous.
Deleted.
Go on.
He has a 9-inch dick. 9 inches around.
Response 4.
After Book 2 and the Polyjuice experiments, Ron and Hermione permanently switched places.
Blimey. Hermione.
Bloody hell.
Damn. That's the one I should have gone with.
Response 5.
Hagrid tried Foe and didn't really care for it.
This is so delightfully pointless. I love it.
It was me, actually. I tried Foe for the first time this week and was really disappointed.
I know this is cringy for me to say, because no matter what, a pho lover will always say this, but there is a massive spectrum of flavor and quality in pho, and it is super easy to find a pho shop with shitty broth. I simply refuse to believe that anyone, and I mean anyone, would dislike a well-made bowl of pho.
Quote, I simply refuse to believe that anyone, and I mean anyone, would dislike a well-made bowl of pho. To be fair, a well-made anything is usually agreeable to everyone.
I knew a guy who was, in his words, pretty allergic to peanuts. Crazy motherfucker would still eat a shitton of Reese's Cups at once a year and, again in his own words, just ride that shit out for the high.
Response 6.
Voldemort doesn't have a butthole after resurrection.
He's like a smooth Ken doll down there.
Maybe it's why he is so angry all the time. You cost me my dick, Harry Potter.
Given how crazy Bellatrix is, that must be a hell of a loss.
Don't put your dick in crazy is a good general rule. Definitely don't put your dick in that crazy.
Response 7.
I don't think I could top the post she made about wizards disappearing the poo with magic before muggles invented toilets.
We know they were apparating it from the inside. Where it landed, nobody knows. But it probably gained sentience and mutated into a creature that only Hagrid could love.
Quote, but it probably gained sentience and mutated into a creature. It became Umbridge.
Don't remind me of that bitch, she was the first fictional character I ever hated.
Rowling did an excellent job writing that character Imo.
She is the most easy to hate character I've ever encountered in fiction because she is someone we've all had to deal with before.
Response 8.
There's a witch writer called KJ Rowling, famous for her Muggle books series Harold Rogers, where the protagonist engages in wacky Muggle adventures. Edit, 48 inbox notices and not one Hogwarts letter.
With sidekicks Roberta Beasley and Herman Danger.
A wacky Muggle adventure written from the perspective of a witch sounds like an amazing children book.
Oh no, cried Sleve McDickle, the small fat child who could not fly. We are surrounded by criminals and wild animals and homework. What do we do? His best friend Todd Gonzalez eyed the rhinoceros burglar nervously. Well, we can't fly away, that's for sure.
Response 9.
The My Immortal fanfic is now 100% canon, thank you, JKR.
Just Googled this and skimmed the first page before noping out. There's such a thing as too much cringe. Edit, apparently internet historian has done a dramatic reading of it, I'll check it out.
We don't know anything about the author intent of the fanfic, but the consensus is 99% that it's the greatest troll fanfic ever written.
It's 100% a troll.
Is it SFW?
I'd rather have my boss catch me watching actual porn than having to explain reading that fanfic to him.
Yeah, there's no way anyone wrote that with a serious face. And anyone that reads it whilst maintaining a serious face needs help. I didn't make it halfway down the first page.
Response 10.
Fred and George Weasley switched places during the Battle of Hogwarts. When George died, Fred adopted George's life complete with cutting off his ear because he figured George wouldn't want him to spoil the joke.
Makes sense as to why George ended up marrying Angelina Johnson when it was Fred who dated her at Hogwarts.
They both dated her, she only thought she was only dating Fred. Twin win.
She knew, it was only the rest of the school who was fooled.
That headcanon or legit?
Yes.
Both of them were true, even the lie, especially the lie.
Response 11.
That most people don't play beyond their early 20s because they develop Quidditch arsehole.
Every so often a player has to retire because a snitch goes somewhere where you don't usually want a vibrating golden orb, and frankly there's no returning from that ignominy.
Free prostate massage for life, sounds great.
Flesh memories.
I open at the close.